Welcome to a normal, productive, yet also a little busy college week in my life. One of my manifestations came true this week. Let's get into it. Happy Monday for me, happy Thursday for you. I am running out the door. I have like 2 minutes to get to class. I don't know why this always happens. I had such a slow morning sitting on the couch. It was all lovely and nice. And then I look at the clock and I had like 10 minutes to get ready. So threw some makeup on, I threw a cute outfit on. I'll show you it when I get back because like I said, I gotta run out the door. But I have one class on campus today and then I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends right after that. So fun start to the vlog, and there's a lot going on this week. I got some travels at the end of it that I have to prepare for. Second week of classes, here we go. Well, slight change of plans. I went to class, the weather was great. I was walking around with Delaney, having a good old time, reminiscing on freshman year by visiting the caf. We meet up with the rest of our friends. We get all the way to the restaurant, can't go in. DC has passed the mandate that you have to be fully vaccinated to go into restaurants and stuff, which is perfectly fine and understandable. And I actually knew this last night, but I just didn't think it was gonna be a problem because we also have to be fully vaccinated to go to Howard. So like, I know my friends are vaccinated, not a problem, whatever. But then one of my friends sadly did not have her vaccine records with her, so we couldn't go in, which is so sad. And we all decided to disperse and we're reconvening in like an hour, but I was really looking forward to eating and getting some boba. There's just a slight intermission. So I decided to start my homework. Completely forgot I had this homework and it's definitely on my to-do list, but for some reason it just like bypassed me because if I had remembered, I would have done it this morning instead of sitting on my couch and reading all day. Which I'm not mad at because that was really fun too. This is due tomorrow. I basically have to write a poem for my poetry class. It could be about anything and that's where I find a little bit of a problem. Sometimes my ideas can just be so big that I don't know how to contain them into like a single poem. And I think I'm gonna gain inspiration from the new book that I'm reading. Actually, let me grab it. I absolutely adore this book. Out of Love by Hazel Hayes. After 20 pages, I knew this was gonna be a 5-star read for me. Like automatically, I was just like, oh my God, I love this book. Pretty much it's a love story told backwards. So we start at them breaking up. And that first chapter, it was like 40 pages, so beware. That first chapter was so tragic and heartbreaking and like, I don't know, it just like took a breath out of me. That's how like sad it was. That is my current read. That's where my mind is gonna be for the next couple days. I'm hopefully gonna finish that before I have to leave for my trip though. That would be great. The intermission just ended. I'm about to be on my way to meet up with my friends. I changed my outfit into something a little more comfy than the little orange outfit that I had on earlier. It was so cute and I'm so sad I didn't get like a full outfit of the day, but I promise you, I'll be wearing that again. Probably like in the springtime when the orange is a little more like accurate for the seasons and whatnot. But I'm about to be on my way. I'm looking forward to this food, looking forward to seeing my friends, and not looking forward to freezing my butt off, but it's a-okay. I'm gonna leave. Tuesdays are my longest days. I have an in-person class that's 3 hours long, and then I have a virtual class that's I think like 2.5 hours long, so it's a very long day. And I haven't had to do the schedule yet because yesterday was the first week and I ended up missing the virtual class, and then the in-person class didn't run for 3 hours because, you know, it was the first class, so it was only like 45 minutes if that. But today is the first day that I am actually doing it and I'm kind of not looking forward to it. I'm not used to having to sit in classrooms for so long and like be engaged for that long, like 6 hours. That's like high school level awareness. I don't know if I'm cut out for that anymore, but nonetheless, we have to tackle today with confidence and just like be prepared. So I'm gonna slightly get ready. I already did my skincare and all of that. I was gonna do a full face, but I'm just not feeling it today. I go in with one coat of this roller lash and then I go on top of it with this Size Up from Sephora, and it is chef's kiss. It makes the lashes so beautiful, but my roller lash is actually running out. So I think I'm gonna go to the mall, sometime this week, maybe on like Thursday, I'll head out there. I have to run out the door. I, again, like always, underestimate how much time I need to get ready and put my clothes on. So maybe next Tuesday we'll do better and I'll be ready like 10 minutes in advance instead of literally having to run out the door right now. So I'm heading over to my cinematography class, and this is actually my only film class for the entire semester. So I actually am really eager for it and to have this little daily dose of like creativity that I seeked when I chose to study film in college. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm about to run out the door. Before I have to hop onto the virtual course, we're gonna do a quick little unboxing haul thing. I got all these packages over the last couple days and I just completely forgot about them. They were at the front of my door. Oh, this is school related. Okay, Ernest Hemingway, The Snows of Kilimanjaro. This is a book that I need for my English class. It's pretty short. That's pretty convenient because I remember looking on the syllabus, we have to read pages like 1 through 30 and then, you know, like in increments. This isn't a long book, so this won't take long to get through, so that's good. Also, I know a lot of people suggest just doing like PDF versions for like textbooks and stuff, and I highly agree with that. And most of the time you can find the textbook like online or something, or especially if you're a Howard student, if you just pop on Twitter and send out a little tweet that's like, hey, I'm looking for this textbook, anyone have it, or like anyone selling it, you most likely can find a book for free. You could also ask in group meets, or if you have any upperclassmen friends, like most of the time no one's gonna tell you you have to spend like 400 bucks or however much on a textbook. Like I have never bought a textbook before, but I do buy the books for my English class. This is another one. Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I like to buy these books because most of the time they're either classics or books that are just like important in literature. For example, I know this is a classic. I like to collect books, and even if I wasn't having to read this for my class, more often than not, I probably would have stumbled across it eventually. So I like to just get a hard copy and keep it with me. It's good that I'm reading it for class, but just in general, just to have this in my library as a classic, you know? If you're like a book person, you get it. So I ordered a pair of Ugg boots, but like snow ones. I've never had snow boots before, believe it or not, even though I live in New York and used to live in New York, grew up there, you know? You'd think I'd have them, but I just never saw a need for them, especially because I would just like drive around in the winter, you know? Being that I don't have a car here in DC and I have to walk around everywhere, it's very inconvenient if it's icy and slushy and stuff. So I got myself a pair of snow boots, my first pair. So yes, there we go, some snow boots. And lastly, I ordered a Bluetooth tripod. I've talked about Bluetooth tripods before, and I had a whole segment on it in my last video. I basically was complaining because I wanted to take pictures, but I didn't have my Bluetooth tripod, so I just picked one up from Amazon. Now the worst part, having to clean this up. Well, a wave of tiredness just like crashed over me and I can barely keep my eyes open and I don't know what went wrong. I guess it's normally around the time when I like have a cup of coffee, but I never feel this tired. Like I'm going to be taking a nap right now. That's how tired I am. And normally I'll get tired, but not like I need to go to bed tired, you know what I mean? Just like, I feel exhausted right now. But when I was laying here right before I grabbed the camera, I was thinking about like a typical routine that I can kind of get in or what I could expect my days to be. And honestly, I think the answer is literally gonna be every week is gonna be different. And I think it's definitely something that I've wanted and something that I've, you know, like asked for and tried to manifest, just like free time and freedom and living like a unique life, I guess, you know, like not really having to be conformed into like one certain routine. And I have it with this semester because I'm only taking 4 classes. They're very chill. They're like in the afternoon. Some of them are all virtual, like very chill, flexible schedule. I asked for it, I got it. I can't help but like think that I'm not doing enough or I should be filling the time with other things. And I talked about this a little bit last week, but I'm still kind of thinking about it now. And it's just, I wanted this. And now I need to just let myself live in it. So with that said, I'm gonna let myself take a nap because why not? That was a ridiculously good nap. It's now 4:30 and I gotta get to work now. If I can get majority of this video edited, so the video that I'm talking about, it's the living alone one. It's already up by the time you see it. So like problem already is past its due date, not an issue, but in real time when I'm filming this, I haven't started working on it yet. So it'll be very convenient to have it done. Actually scratch that, I'm not gonna edit right now, but I still am gonna get myself ahead. I'm gonna work on my math homework. Side note, do not underestimate how much a good playlist can just like pick up your mood. Like, I'm already feeling more awake and I've only listened to one song. Before I ever moved at the house and did the damn thing, and I know we're old now. This is, oh, I love the song. Okay, let's see what's next on the playlist. I get everything I want cause I attract it. Seriously, don't underestimate a good playlist. I actually want to make another one. Okay, now I will actually begin this work. I have the first equation pulled up. Looks very complicated, so let me get my notepad out. Let me try to figure this out. Wish me luck. Thanks. This week has flown by. I woke up today realizing it was Wednesday, realizing that I leave early Friday morning, and I was like, crap, I feel like I don't have time to do anything that needs to get done. And I'm only leaving Friday, Saturday. I will be back Sunday night, so it is not a long trip by any means, but there's obviously still some like prepping that I have to do beforehand and like work that I wanted to get done that's like school related. I've spent the whole morning working very hard on getting my stuff done, so I've been editing. I have a good bit of the video done that I was talking about yesterday. Hair is complete, as we saw, which is always a plus because the hair always takes a long time. The morning is off to a very good start. I also got a good chunk of my book read yesterday, so I have less than 100 pages left. So hopefully I'll finish that tomorrow. I guess when I actually lay it all out, there's not too much to get done, but it just feels like there's a lot, you know? I'm gonna start getting ready for class now. So I have one in-person class and then I'm gonna be going to lunch with my cousin. So I have a full day ahead of me. I think I have a meeting later tonight. As far as schoolwork goes and my classes and all of that, I have a really good grip on them and I'm not stressing too hard about that. It's just the fact that it feels like there's a lot to get done. Here is the final outfit for today. I have been on a kick of wearing beiges and neutrals, so I wanted to switch it up today and do an all black outfit. I always really love how all black looks, so I definitely need to get some like all black staple pieces, you know? My little nail station's all set up and I have my coffee because this is about to take a minute, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, a wave of tiredness just like flushed over me while I was changing and like trying to set up, and part of me is like, don't do this today, but the other part of me knows that once it's done, once it's over with, I'll be really happy that it's done. And then really this is the main thing that I wanted to get done before the trip. Obviously I still have to pack and stuff, but like the laundry's going, the nails will be done, my hair will be done, and then I will literally just have to pack. I know this is a college week in my life and I low-key have not been doing any like college related things, but this is actually a conversation I was having at lunch, and we were just saying how it doesn't even feel like we're really in college. It feels like we just like live in DC and like go to class, but it just doesn't feel like college, I guess. I think because freshman year I was like so immersed in Howard culture, and you know, I lived on campus, so it would be like go to class, go right to my dorm, do something college related in my dorm, hang out with Delaney, then we'd go to the caf and we'd see everyone from our class, and it was just like a big social gathering like everywhere I went. And now it's not like that. It's just very much chill. You only see who you want to hang out with. You only go to places if I have class. Like I very rarely am on campus if I'm not having class or something, and I really don't have many in-person class. I only have 2. Yeah, it just like, I'm obviously here for school and I'm still taking classes, but because I'm only taking 12 credits, because I only really have like one class that's like truly pressing, which is my cinematography class. And when I say truly pressing, I just mean like I have larger assignments due every week. Because I only have that one, it just does kind of feel chill. And honestly, I'm here for it. I'm not gonna complain. This is exactly what I asked for, exactly what I wanted. Cheers to living the dream life that I've always dreamed about, and cheers to me actually taking advantage of it and not feeling guilty for not doing work or whatever the F always happens in my mind. Cheers. Too hot, too hot. I did my nails. They're okay. This hand is way better than the other hand. No one ever said I was good at doing nails. I just said I do it because it's convenient. This is only my second time doing them, so I know I'll get better at it with time. Like, my right hand's decent on this hand. Like, you know, it's not too bad. But this hand can't paint nails for the life of her. It's so much more convenient than going to the nail salon, so it's a-okay. I can cross that off my to-do list as well. I finished my poetry homework. So I wrote a poem about Disney World, which is always really fun, which Should I announce it? If you follow me on Instagram, you already know, which this should just tell you to go follow me on Instagram. Duh. I'm in Disney World. Not when you're watching this, I'm already back by the time you're watching this, but I'm going to Disney World. I'm really excited. We have some business down there, but I'm going a day early before everything kind of gets started. And I'm gonna go to the parks and have a fun solo day, and it's gonna be so fun, and it's gonna be my next video, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's my last full day, which means I have to get an early head start. It is 9:15. I know it's not that early, but I woke up at 7 a.m. and saw the most beautiful sunrise. And I ended up killing two birds at one stone because I got the chance to enjoy the beautiful sunrise, but also I got some clips for my next project for my cinematography class. So I did that. I went to the gym. I haven't shown it, but I've been going to the gym every single day. I'm trying to not show it or make like fitness and stuff anything big, I guess, as like part of my brand or like personality or anything, because then I think when that happens, it's so much harder for me to actually work out, because I feel like I'm just doing it for the aesthetic and I'm just doing it to get the shots instead of just like literally doing it for myself. So I haven't been showing it, but since I've been back at school, so for the last like 2 weeks, I've been working out almost every day. And if I don't do the cardio that I plan, I do like a yoga session on YouTube, and it's really nice. So I've been doing that. But I also finished this book. I knew this was gonna be a 5-star read, but by the end of it, I had to drop it down to 4 stars. I really loved the first half of it, and then once we got on to like the beginnings of their relationship, I stopped enjoying it as much. Nonetheless, it was still a beautiful read. It was so absolutely tragic. It's already spoiled by telling you that it's told backwards, and you know that they are broken up in the beginning, but literally the last lines of it, the last line says, "I pictured the couple we might someday become, and in my mind, in that moment, at least they lived happily ever after." Like, isn't that so tragic? Like, she had no clue what the rest of their relationship was gonna hold, but like I did. Like, I saw it all play out. So I really liked this book. I'm not sure what I'm gonna start next or if I'm gonna start anything next. So I've had a very productive morning already. I just got out of my poetry class, and this is what I'm gonna be wearing to the mall today. I think it's so cute. I love the monochromatic look. A little bit of all different shades of the same like off-white beige color, and I'm really here for it. I like it. I'm gonna be heading to the mall with Delaney and Jada. I've had such a productive morning, and it's been great and fine. I basically got the video edited. It just has to get uploaded, and I kind of packed as well. You can kind of see it right here. Since it's only a very short trip, I really don't need that much stuff, like just a travel outfit and then 2 days of clothes. Okay, well, back from the mall. That was not the trip we intended for it to be. It started off shaky, and then it just like kept getting shakier and shakier. Basically, we took the metro there, and first carriage cart thing that we're in, like already creepy stuff started happening. Like, I don't even need to explain exactly what was happening, just like young pretty girls, creepy men, right? So we switch carts, and then in that cart, another crazy, weird incident happens where we're like, okay, we need to leave again. We go to a different cart. Now we're finally okay, we're on a good cart. I'm obviously like being hyper aware now. I'm like checking my surroundings, making sure like, you know, no one's following us, making sure we're okay. Like, we just had 2 weird encounters, so, you know, I'm trying to make sure we're good. And yeah, it was not good. So we finally get into the mall. We went into like one store, and then we went and got food. And then this other guy walks in the mall, and he has a jacket on, but his arms aren't through the sleeves, and he's like hiding something in his coat. I was already kind of on high alert. I was already kind of high strung. My anxiety was kind of already flaring up. So I could have just been making more out of this than it needed to be. But like, after all the weird experiences on the metro, and then I saw this guy like walking in, hiding something under his coat, I'm like, oh my effing God, like something like crazy is about to happen or something. Like, there was just too much weird stuff happening. So we left, and I feel like I can't help but be like hyper aware because we live in such a crazy effing world, and it's crazy. Delaney's calling me. I'm gonna talk to her and then get to packing, but there's the mall story. So as far as packing for this trip goes, I think I'm gonna be using this little base bag that I got. It's supposed to be a carry-on that like sits on top of the suitcase, and I have the matching one. I talk about it literally all the time. It really is one of the best investments that I've made, especially since I travel so often. I have some longer trips coming up over this summer that I have not talked about yet, which I'm so excited for. And I know I tease things all the time, but like, I promise you, it's actually fun stuff. And like, how funny, it's just my hand moving. Let me show you my face. Here we go. Yeah, so I have some really fun stuff coming up over the summer, but it's long, and I'm talking like 2+ weeks travel, and I need more room and I need more things. So I have the base carry-on, but then I also bought the base carry-on bag. I think this is called the Weekender, maybe not, it might have a different name. And then I also ended up getting the same beige check-in bag, which is like maybe like 28 inches or something like that. But it really does make a difference having like a nice suitcase, especially like I said, traveling often, needing to bring a lot of stuff. It's so convenient to have it all. But I'm feeling good. This was a crazy long week. The mall did not go how I wanted it to go, but it's fine. I can make another trip to the mall another time, or just order my stuff online. Honestly, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Next video, I will be in Disney World, so stay tuned if you want to see that, and make sure to go follow me on my other social media accounts. I post all the time. Reels, TikToks, on my stories, like literally everything. These videos are also significantly behind schedule, so if you want more real-time updates, you can go over to Instagram and TikTok as well, because they literally know everything in the moment. So I will see you over there on my other social media platforms. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. So I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!